I'm Jill Chodak. I'm a clinical dietitian at UR Medicine Center for Community Health and Prevention. And this month is March and it's National Nutrition Month. And so the theme is Bite by Bite. And so I thought we'd switch things up a little bit. You're in my kitchen, but you're gonna see some dietitians from CCHP. And we're gonna just kind of show you what we got. We're all a little bit different, but we're all trying to help the community. And so we wanna honor National Nutrition Month accordingly. So thanks for watching. Hello, so with me today is Melissa Roth. She is MS-RD CPT. She works with me at the center. Talk to me about that, what that means.
Yes, so MS, I have my master's in nutrition and exercise science. I'm a registered dietitian and I'm a certified personal trainer through ACSM.
Which is awesome, and so that's kind of, again, with National Nutrition Month, we're trying to shine light on all the different ways that RDs help and kind of the niches that we fill. And so you brought a recipe today that kind of encapsulates you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So today we are making rolled peanut butter balls, which are fantastic for anybody who wants a healthy snack, but also really great for post-workouts. So I'm going to walk through the ingredients, really explain why each of them are really great for
Murphy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why they are really great for post-workout, help rebuild the muscles after strenuous workout when you have muscle breakdown. So,
All right, let's get started. Yeah.
What I like about this recipe too is that it's super easy, super simple, and if you do food prep, this is something that can store in the fridge for a few days as well.
Cool.
All right, first thing we have are rolled oats. So the ones that we're using here today are the Red Mill rolled oats. They are whole grain.
Fiber, fiber, fiber.
High fiber.
Woo!
Yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 cup of these.
Cool. I like that you got the gluten-free too. So for our celiac friends or our friends who are avoiding gluten or whatever, getting gluten-free oats would be important.
Yeah, it does not have to be gluten-free, but as Jill said, there are some great benefits if you do have celiac. So.
I love those.
All right, so we got pretty level spoonful there. Okay, I'm going to just throw it right in. Okay. The 5-ingredient recipe, which I like. Most of these ingredients too are pantry items, so you probably already have most of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Second thing we have is the honey. Now this is really great in help binding all the ingredients together. Plus it gives it some sweetness. Who doesn't like a little sweetness, especially after a tough workout?
Amen.
So I'm going to do 3 tablespoons of the honey.
Cool.
Now you can do a little bit more if you want a little bit more added sweetness. The other thing that's going to add sweetness to this is the peanut butter. The peanut butter that we had chosen here today is an organic peanut butter, which is not as sweet as like a commercial peanut butter that you'll find. So depending on which one that you end up choosing may determine how much honey you might want to use.
Yeah, this one just has dry roasted peanuts. I love that.
Yeah.
And I love getting the roasted just because it seems like it adds a little flavor, but it's unsalted, so it's great.
Exactly.
Awesome.
Okay. So this is
That's my little baby spoon to help you out. Honey always wants to stick in there.
all right. We got 1 more tablespoon of this.
I could see too the kids helping.
Oh, absolutely.
With this.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where you could kind of.
I actually left a few for the kids to eat for breakfast this morning.
Oh, that's a great, or like in between
Quick
sports.
breakfast,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. And they probably, if you put them in a lunchbox too, they would stay.
Yeah, they save really well in the refrigerator. Plus, if you put like an ice block in your lunchbox, they hold well.
I'm gonna take those for you.
Yes, please.
Okay.
All right. Next, we're gonna add in the peanut butter, and as I said, today we have the organic peanut butter. We are gonna do 2/3 of a cup of this. Actually, can I just get another spoon?
Oh yes. Let me get it. Is this gonna fit in there? I always play the like spoon game where I'm like, will it fit in there? Let's see.
Now, the peanut butter is actually a really important ingredient for post-workout because of. Oh, actually, I need that.
Oh, you're needing that.
Because of the protein. After a workout, what you're really looking for is to get in the carbohydrates and the protein to help rebuild those muscles. Peanut butter is great. It has it's high protein and high fat. So as we're talking about, as you know, even if you're not doing a workout, this is also a really great ingredient to add in for any kind of snack.
Yeah. Well, and that's what we talk about too with our patients with what's going to fill me to the next meal.
Yeah.
Fat, fiber, protein, baby. And,
Yep,
and this is a
absolutely.
great way to get that in. I love that part.
Yep, and it also helps control blood sugars too. So we're adding in that fat and that protein right now to combine it with the rolled oats, which is our carbohydrate.
And I love that about you as a dietitian is that you do have that extra piece of knowledge of like, okay, if I'm thinking about a workout or I'm thinking about my exercise or fueling my workout, you have that extra piece to kind of focus on, which is neat.
Yeah, it's definitely important, especially whatever, depending on what your goals are. But if one of your goals is to be working on fitness, especially, we're kind of still in that new year or the month of the new year where everyone has those fitness goals. Then, this is a really great thing to be adding in. Last thing, it's optional, but for me it's not optional. It's dark chocolate. So it just gives it a little extra flavor. Okay.
I love the chocolate.
I'll do a half a cup of this.
Did you need another?
No, I'm about to just pour it right on.
Okay, here's half cup too. I'm gonna take this one.
Yep, you go right ahead. And this is nice, especially, when we're talking about snacks for the kids. This is a good way for them to get something in that's sweet, but also something that is really healthy.
And then you have the flax. Are we putting that
Yeah,
in?
I'm going to add the flax. And again, the flax can be optional. I like the flax too because it is also a high source of omega-3, which helps decrease inflammation as we're talking about post-workouts.
Yes. Oh, that's a good point. Do you want another little zhuzhi?
I'm going to use the zhuzhi there.
Okay. Technical terms. Technical terms.
Yes.
Zhuzhi.
Okay, and this is our last and final ingredient. This is the 5th ingredient, and it's ground flaxseed.
And I always tell folks who have ground flaxseed, make sure you store it in the fridge because when it's ground, the omega-3s kind of totally get rancid if you leave it out. They're wonderful, and that's what we want to capture, but store it in the fridge so they don't go rancid.
All right, and all we do here is just mix it all together.
Look at that.
You see all the ingredients just starting to combine.
I like the colors too.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look kind of boring.
Yeah. And what we're going to do from here is once we get it all mixed together, just make some small little balls and we will stick them right in the fridge. You do want to have them a little bit chilled, so about 2 hours in the fridge before you eat them for optimal quality.
Sweet. And the kids here could totally smush it with their hands if they were needing a thing.
Oh yeah, and honestly, if at home, even though I just wash my hands, I do prefer just to mix it with my hands.
Yeah, me too.
But
are we gonna roll them?
oh, we're gonna roll a few here. Okay, and I did make a few in advance, so we'll roll a few here, and then we'll see what they taste like.
All right, I'm going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, our hands are clean. So.
Yeah.
Make sure your kids wash your hands.
Yes.
If you're gonna eat these, have those babies. These are a little bit, I know we did a falafel recipe too. These are a little bit firmer, so I feel like I can just totally roll them on. What size do you usually like? What size is normally your serving size?
I really don't have a normal size. It's just kind of whatever. Feels good.
Oh, sweet. Okay, great. I'm done with that.
Yeah. Just a little pinch and then roll. Little serving size. Maybe about a spoon size. Maybe.
I feel like too, depending on your flavor profile, you could totally add to these, like add cinnamon,
absolutely.
or add like coconut flakes if you're into it.
Yeah. Yeah, with mine I add a little extra honey.
Okay.
I either add a little extra honey or I will use more of a commercial peanut butter that has more sweetness to it.
Okay.
Just because I do prefer a little bit more sweetness. All right, let's get one more ball here.
Okay. Each, or you just use?
I'll just finish with this one I have.
I'm gonna wipe my hands off. Do you want me to get those things from the
fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll add a little one there. I'm gonna rinse off my hands as well.
There you go.
Thank you.
Going in the fridge. Let's see where I put them. So these you kept chilled, you said, for how long?
I chilled them overnight, but they really only take about 2 hours to chill. Be nice and good.
Yeah,
and
great.
they actually made for a really great breakfast this morning too.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, awesome. We gotta try them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go for this one.
All right.
Cheers. Cheers. Murphy's like, please. They're so good. They're so good. I like the texture too, because sometimes you want a little crunchy during the midday. This is actually really good with my coffee. I'm enjoying that very much.
Yeah, and what I like about these too is that they are a healthier granola bar. So I get the question of all the time of, you know, what granola bars are healthy, which have less sugar.
Yes.
But this is a really easy way to kind of replace those grocery store granola bars that you find.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming into my
It's a lot of
kitchen.
fun.
Thanks for watching.